Okay, well, my mouth's a little numb. I just went to the dentist today, but that's not going to stop me from helping you guys make your first mate. So, anyways, what you'll need. You can use a thermos, but if you just have a kettle or a teapot, just keep the mate warm, or the water warm. Backpack tutorial for you. You'll need a bombilla. You can pick them up really cheap online. You need a mate cup, but this is also not necessary completely. If it's your first mate, use a coffee mug, use a little camp cup, use what you have. You can use a lot of different things. So this is my Tree of Life mate. We can love this thing. One thing that's going to help a lot is to use a bigger leaf yerba. So something like La Merced, a lot of your Argentine options, Taragüi, what else? Let's see. Rosamonte, things like that. Flashadito isn't really my favorite, but just for the sake of examples. Here we go. What I like to do is fill about a little under halfway. What you want to do is to fill a half, but at a 45-degree angle. So we're gonna put this in. Try to get some light in there among the dust, which is the best part. You'll come to love it. You have it. Get that Scotch tape sponsor. Anyways, by shaking it, it's moving the larger particles to the bottom and will help with filtration. So now we have that tilt, that 45. Because I'm using one hand, it's gonna fall down a little bit. Hopefully not. Oh, that's a pretty good one. Anyways, open up your thermos. Put a little bit of water on the side. You want to wet one side and leave one side dry. You can leave it to absorb. I like to give it just a second, or you can do it immediately, something I've been learning with other types of yerba, but anyways, a good practice. So we've wet one side, left the other side dry. A good practice is to cover the top of your bomba when you put it in your bombilla. It'll help to create better filtration when you have other mates, like mates from Uruguay, mates from Brazil, the Chimarrão, Erva Mate. Those things, they almost require you to cover the bombilla, so it's good just to get in the habit. But right now with this Argentine yerba, you may not need to do that. Since I'm doing this one-handed, it's gonna look kind of crazy, but essentially you're touching the bombilla at the bottom, turning it, and then lifting up. So you're underneath the pile. So you're in the corner. You're in the corner here. Here we go. We're gonna put it in. Put it to the back. And then lift. Once you've had it set in there. Also, another thing, keep pressure on the top like this, because when you pry, the mozzarella go flying out. It'll get everywhere. Get on the couch, get on the counter. Won't really make your wife happy. Anyway, so there you go. You're putting it in there, pulling it up, making sure you're on the bottom. Then we're going to fill one side. Fill everywhere. And there you are. First mate. Not mine, even though this one's looking kind of crazy, but there you go. One half's wet, one half's dry. We cover the bombilla, we set it in, and here we go. Man, I feel super weird with a numb face. But anyways, yeah, you try to don't fill too high. I've kind of established a line here, so keep that line. And this will probably last a good 15-20 pours before it's out, or what's called lavado. The leaves will start to float and the sticks will start to float, and then you won't really taste much of the flavor. So yeah, if you're interested, get yourself a thermos. Maybe pick up something like this, La Merced, Taragüi, or some of your options. Again, not totally necessary to have a thermos at this point, but it is nice to have it in the future. So if you're going to be drinking all the time, it'll keep your water at a good temperature for longer, and yeah, it'll make this whole system more portable. And another thing, don't boil your water. It doesn't need to be crazy hot. You don't need to be a porteño or listen to the folks from Buenos Aires. You're gonna burn the crap out of your tongue, and you won't be able to taste the mate. So keep it at, I don't know, 165, 175. Because when you use too hot water, like if the water's too hot, then you'll steep the mate too quick, and it won't last as long, but you also won't taste it very well. So if you're trying to develop a taste, if you're trying to develop your own, I guess, tolerance, or build a palate for yourself, or kind of develop what flavors you like, then consider a lower temperature water, and then experiment, try different things. Anyways, happy sipping. I'm gonna pour myself another one and cut out here. Salud. Hasta luego.